Hello and welcome to Investor Web, your go-to source for insightful discussions on global economics and policy making. Here, we dissect the complexities and dynamics that shape our world. Today's focus is particularly compelling: the snail-paced progress in bureaucratic systems across nations. Understanding these bureaucratic inefficiencies is crucial, as they often determine the pace at which a country develops and operates. Today, we delve into an intriguing topic. Why does it seem like nothing gets done in your country? Let's explore. First on our list is bureaucratic red tape. Picture a world where every minor decision requires an avalanche of forms, signatures, and approvals. This isn't just a frustrating scenario, it's a daily reality in many systems where excessive regulations strangle efficiency. Take, for example, the simple act of opening a new business. What should be an exciting venture turns into an exhausting marathon of bureaucratic navigation, where one must hurdle through countless procedures, from securing permits to endless rounds of documentation. This labyrinth of red tape doesn't just consume time, it consumes resources. Every hour spent filling out forms or waiting for approvals is an hour not spent on innovation or service improvement. Furthermore, these complex procedures often require a specialized knowledge to navigate, creating barriers that discourage new entrants and stifle competition. In essence, bureaucratic red tape not only delays but often discourages innovation. It's a web that captures potential and holds it hostage, making it a formidable foe to progress and efficiency in any country. Next, we consider political instability. Imagine a country where the leadership changes more often than the seasons. In such places, the constant shift at the top can create a whirlwind of uncertainty. This isn't just about new faces in office. It's about how these changes can lead to shifts in policies, priorities, and plans. As one government initiates projects, the next might halt them, questioning their necessity or redirecting funds. Consider a hypothetical country where, in the span of just 5 years, 4 different leaders helm the nation. Each leader arrives with their own agenda, often dismantling the framework set by predecessors. This cycle of disruption means long-term projects see repeated delays or abandonment. Investors hesitate, unsure of the political landscape's stability. Consequently, crucial developments in infrastructure, healthcare, and education stagger under the weight of political indecision. Such scenarios underscore a universal truth in governance: stable governance is key to consistent progress. Corruption is a significant barrier. Imagine a scenario where funds allocated for a new hospital are siphoned off by a handful of officials. Instead of a facility ready to serve thousands, the community is left with a half-built structure that's neither use nor ornament. This is how corruption diverts essential resources and shifts priorities from the public good to private pockets. In another instance, envision a small town awaiting road repairs crucial for local businesses. However, contracts are awarded not on merit but through under-the-table agreements. The result? Substandard roads that deteriorate quickly, hampering economic growth and public safety. Moreover, when projects are manipulated to benefit a few, the broader economy suffers. Investments falter as trust in the system dwindles. Entrepreneurs hesitate to invest where they believe their efforts and capital might vanish into the abyss of corruption. Corruption not only stalls progress but breeds a cycle of inefficiency and mistrust. When corruption thrives, efficiency takes a back seat. Fourth, a lack of accountability. In many societies, the absence of consequences for poor performance or failure in public offices fosters a pervasive culture of mediocrity and inaction. When officials and decision-makers are not held accountable for their actions, it sends a clear message: results are optional. This lack of accountability can trickle down from the highest levels of government to local administrations, creating an environment where there is little incentive to strive for excellence or improvement. In environments where accountability is not enforced, individuals often prioritize personal gain over public good. This can lead to decisions that are made with short-term benefits in mind, disregarding long-term consequences for the community or the country. Moreover, without accountability, there is a diminished drive for innovation and efficiency, as there is no reward for taking initiative or penalties for maintaining the status quo. Ultimately, a system that lacks accountability is a system that stagnates. Accountability ensures that individuals uphold their responsibilities. Moving on to inadequate infrastructure. In many ways, the backbone of any nation is its infrastructure. Roads, bridges, public transport, water supply, and power grids. These aren't just conveniences, they are necessities. Yet when these are outdated or simply insufficient, the ripple effects are profound. Consider the plight of a small business owner whose deliveries are delayed due to crumbling roads, or the family that loses hours daily because of unreliable public transport. These aren't just inconveniences, they are barriers to economic growth and personal advancement. Moreover, inadequate infrastructure doesn't just slow things down, it also increases costs. Businesses spend more on vehicle maintenance, logistics become more complicated and expensive, and overall productivity takes a nosedive. This is a cycle that not only stifles current progress, but also mortgages the future by discouraging investment and innovation. Modern challenges require modern solutions, starting with infrastructure. An inefficient judicial system also plays a role. In the labyrinth of legal proceedings, the pace at which justice is served can often be painstakingly slow. This sluggishness is not merely a frustration for those awaiting resolutions, but a significant roadblock in the path of national progress. When legal processes crawl, the enforcement of policies and the implementation of new laws are inevitably delayed. This has a domino effect on the country's development, affecting everything from economic policies to social reforms. Consider the typical timeline for a court case, from filing to final judgment. The extended period spent in pre-trial motions, gathering evidence, and awaiting court dates can span years. This delay can deter investors, stifle business operations, and ultimately slow economic growth. Moreover, when justice is not swift, public trust in the legal system erodes, leading to a society where fewer individuals are inclined to seek legal resolutions. Justice delayed is often development denied. Seventh, the lack of strategic vision. Imagine a ship navigating without a compass. This is akin to a nation striving towards progress without a strategic vision. Strategic vision is not merely about setting goals, but about crafting a clear, long-term roadmap that aligns with the nation's unique strengths and challenges. The absence of such vision leads to fragmented efforts and policies that often contradict rather than complement each other. Consider the impact of this on national projects and reforms. Without a cohesive strategy, each initiative becomes a standalone venture, lacking synergy with other ongoing projects. This disjointed approach not only squanders resources, but also fails to address underlying systemic issues effectively. Moreover, it creates an environment where temporary, superficial solutions are favored over sustainable, impactful changes. The consequences are evident: stalled projects, wasted investments, and disillusioned citizens. It becomes a cycle of inefficiency that hampers growth and development at every level. Without a vision, initiatives lack direction. Eighth, poorly implemented education systems. When the structure of education fails to evolve with the times, the consequences ripple across every facet of society. In many countries, outdated curriculums and teaching methods are not just a minor setback, they're a major blockade to progress. These systems often do not equip students with the critical thinking, creativity, or technological skills that modern economies demand. Consider the impact this has on innovation. Without a workforce trained in the latest technologies and problem-solving techniques, industries stagnate. Productivity wanes as companies struggle to compete on a global scale, where other nations may be leaps and bounds ahead in terms of educational advancements. Furthermore, when education systems are poorly implemented, they contribute to a mismatch between the skills taught and the skills needed in the job market. This not only fuels unemployment, but also underemployment, where individuals work jobs that fail to utilize their capabilities fully. Education is the foundation of a country's progress. Ninth, cultural resistance to change. In many societies, the weight of tradition holds a revered place, often shaping behaviors and norms that have persisted for generations. This reverence can sometimes manifest as a formidable barrier to change, particularly when it comes to adopting new, more efficient practices. For instance, in some areas, age-old methods in agriculture or education are preferred over modern techniques that promise better yields or more effective learning outcomes. This resistance isn't merely a preference for the old ways, it's often rooted in a deep-seated fear of the unknown. Changes in technology, governance, or even social structures challenge the status quo, bringing with them a tide of uncertainty about the future. People worry about the implications of change on their lives and the lives of future generations, leading to a cautious or even hostile attitude towards innovation. However, History teaches us that adaptability is key to survival and prosperity. Societies that have embraced innovation have often found themselves better equipped to face the challenges of a changing world. Embracing change is essential for progress. Finally, a short-term focus. In the whirlwind of modern governance, the allure of immediate results often overshadows the essential pursuit of long-term benefits. This short-term focus can be likened to treating symptoms rather than curing the disease. It's an approach that offers quick, visible victories that are appealing at first glance but are often devoid of sustainability and foresight. Take, for example, the construction of infrastructure. A bridge built swiftly may serve immediate transportation needs and score political points. However, if this is done without considering future traffic loads or environmental impact, the result can be costly overhauls and repairs down the road, a clear testament to short-sighted planning. Similarly, fiscal policies aimed at quick economic boosts can lead to inflation or debt that burdens future generations. Without a balanced view that encompasses both immediate needs and future implications, policies become mere stopgaps. The consequences? A cycle of dependency on temporary solutions, stunted growth, and the inevitable realization that we are merely treading water. Long-term thinking is crucial for sustainable development. We've explored 10 critical reasons why things might not get done in your country, from the suffocating grip of bureaucratic red tape to the inertia caused by political instability, corruption, and lack of accountability. We've seen how inadequate infrastructure and an inefficient judicial system can stall progress. The absence of strategic vision, poorly implemented education systems, cultural resistance to change, and a short-term focus further complicate matters. Reflect on these issues within your own context and consider what steps might initiate change. Thank you for watching Investor Web. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, keep investing in knowledge.